What's up, y'all? I got a different type of video for you. Today we're doing a story time. I'm trying out McDonald's new items. This is just a regular cheeseburger though. So we got the half C's. We got 2 marinaras, a zesty sauce. We got the Philly chicken wrap, the Philly burger, and the mozzarella sticks, or mozzarella fries is what they call them. And yeah, and just a regular bacon cheeseburger. This is so much food. This is early on in the video, but I don't really like those. Arby's has the best mozzarella sticks. Anyways, I'm going to talk about the time I had a FATPHOBIC doctor. This is really the only interesting story I have, I think, that I can make a story time of, and let's just get into it. So, all started, just a little bit of backstory. I had, like, chronic issues, like, most of my life, and could never really find out what they are. Like, spoiler alert, even to this day, like, don't know why I have, like, such chronic pain, but we moved to, like, a new city, actually where I live now, and I need to get, like, a new primary care physician, and I was on the hunt for a new doctor. I finally found one that accepts my insurance, and I was, like, excited. I was, like, like, big city, maybe they got better doctors, new opportunities. I don't know, but I was pretty stoked. I'm not even a fan of onions that much, but these are good. New city, new opportunities, basically. I was, like, so, like, excited. Me, they got better doctors, more experienced ones. So anyways, have my appointment set. I'm stoked. The morning of my appointment, my mom breaks to me that I have to walk there. Keep in mind, I'm, like, practically, like, bedridden at this time. Like, I can't tell you the last time I did more than go to the bathroom or, like, go to the kitchen. Like, I was out of shape isn't the word for it. And this is a city I never really, I mean, I've been to it a lot of times, but I never navigated. It's like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I was like, okay, I guess. And of course, before I go there, my mom's always like, tell them everything. She always says it to me, and I'm always like, duh, I'm going to, like, shut up. So, yeah, I go outside. I'm trying to make the holy pilgrimage to this doctor's office. It's Western New York, and it's winter. So it is, like, blizzard outside. It was a bad day to, like, it was coming down hard. Like, there's already, like, a lot of inches of snow. I'm out of shape. I don't know if you guys live in a snowy area, but walking in snow is even harder. Like, it puts a lot of stress on your heels and your foot, and it was rough walking there. And of course, I'm, like, fat. I gained so much weight. Like, my hoodie's not even covering me fully. Like, a little bit of my guts peeking out, and it's, like, frozen at this point. I'm like, am I gonna get frostbite on this? But anyways, I make the freaking walk there. It's like, looking back at it, the walk is not bad, but damn, it felt like a freaking 10-mile walk back then. But yeah, I finally get there. I just want to try some of this before it gets cold. Kind of already is, low key. zesty sauce. Do you guys like zesty sauce? I like it. But only on onion rings, really, but it's good. Mm. I'm gonna try dipping one of these mozzarella fries in here. These are just not. These are not giving what they're supposed to give. It's given like elementary school lunch. Like, let me try a marinara real quick and then I'll continue my story. Mm-hmm. Mm. But yeah, Burger King forgot my fries and I had to go back. And they seemed like annoyed by it. They're like, I'm like, oh, you guys forgot my large half C's? And they're like, like, I'm like, okay. Like, I was one of those people that used to defend fast food workers, like, no matter what, but the prices are too high. They'll always be missing stuff. Especially if I'm adding extra shit like cheese to like my Whopper and stuff, and there's no cheese and it's cold, and it's like, I don't want to be Karen. I'm at least gonna call and be like, oh yeah, there was no cheese on this. I paid $1 for it. But what can you do, really? You know. But anyways, I finally make it to the doctor's office. I am out of breath. I'm panting. I feel like the entire waiting room's looking at me. I'm like, I remember just standing there because I was like, I don't think these chairs are big enough for me. And everyone's looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm like breathing like, and then finally in my appointment, I get called back. I get called back, and I'm like, yes. Finally, I can tell this person all my issues. So the vibes are a little off already, though. Like, she has like a very like kind of deadpan stare. She's like a little older. I'm like, let me not judge. Let me. So I start like telling all my issues. I'll be like, yeah, I had this pain, this is going on. I'm concerned about this. You know, I'm like telling her everything, like thought I was supposed to. And I could tell she's just like not really feeling it. She still has that deadpan stare. She interrupts me and she's like, "What do you do?" And I'm like thinking, "What does she mean? Like, what do I do?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "Yeah, like, what do you like to do like when you're home? And like, what do you do throughout the day?" I'm like, I was like honest with her. I was like, I'm mostly like watching YouTube videos. Like on my computer or I'm on my game system. And she like she was like, sounds like you need some new hobbies. and I and I would take that as a joke, but she had the most serious face on her. And I was like, no, okay. So I'm like, let's reel it back. Let me start listing my my health issues again. I'm like, that was a weird little tangent. So I started listing my stuff again because a lot of stuff's going on. A lot of stuff is still going on, but I started doing it again, and then she interrupts me again, and she's like, "It sounds like your life needs purpose." I'm like, I'm not even joking. That's what she said, word for word. I'm like, is this a doctor's visit or is this like a YouTube comment section? Did she just tell me I need a life? Like, at this point, I'm mad. In my head, I'm like, this fucking hippie bitch better be living like the most exciting life she has ever lived. She better be like skydiving, fucking bungee jumping off of buildings or something. I'm like pissed. But if you're fat, you already know the topic of weight gets brought up. So eventually it does get brought up. Let me try this burger though before we get any further. Mmm. I gotta say the new sauce and the peppers is good. Like this Philly cheesesteak or whatever they call it. Mm. Well, like I was saying, the topic of weight gets brought up. Of course, I'm getting like the usual spiel, like you gotta lose weight. I'm like, oh, I've been trying, even though wasn't true, but we all been there. And I could tell she's just again she's not feeling this entire visit. Right? And like she was like telling me I need to lose weight, which I mean if you're fat you already know you don't need anyone to tell you. So I was just like, yeah, I've been trying. I've been trying to cut down, exercise more. And then she's like, I'll see you in like 3 months. And I was like, okay. I'm like thinking in my head like, what's she gonna do in the meantime? You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, did you like send in blood work for me to get done? Did you like, are we gonna run some tests? I'm not even joking when I say this, and I know when I say this, people are not gonna believe me, but she looked me straight in the eyes and said, yeah, if you lose some weight and I see you in 3 months, I would do some tests for you. I'm like, I was already pissed at this point because she told me to basically get a life. Now she's like, tell me to get a life and lose weight. Like, what is this? Like a YouTube comment section or my doctor visit? I don't know at this point. So I'm like, she's holding my weight hostage. She won't run any tests in the meantime. So I'm like, how is this a professional practice? Like, where did I go wrong in life? Like, I don't understand. So, anyways, like I said, I was already pissed. This made me even more mad. I was so angry. And even think about the walk home, which I really wasn't looking forward to. I was like, and I have to fucking walk home in the shitty weather. I was so fucking pissed. I like stormed out of that waiting room. I don't even think I said a word to her after she told me that. I was just like, and then I just power walked out of the office. And I never saw her again. I was like, fuck that shit. Are you kidding me? I can't believe a doctor actually told me that. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy. This is my first like real mukbang, I feel like. The Philly stuff was good. The Philly chicken wrap and the Philly burger, really good. Anyways, I think I mentioned this in my last video, but speaking of doctors, I guess I'm getting a new one because my old one left the practice. So I'm a little nervous now that I'm thinking about it. I'm like, what if I get another one? It's like this. I don't know if my mozzarella fries were sitting, but these just aren't good. If you don't do this when you only have a few fries left, I do not trust you. You gotta be doing this. Get all that salt in there. So here's another little story time. But you guys know, I forgot I even had this bacon cheeseburger. This was free, so. So yeah, quick little story time about this week. Sunday morning, I was walking to the bathroom. I felt a sharp pain in my foot. And unfortunately, that's kind of common here. I don't know who keeps breaking glass and like doing a piss poor job of cleaning it up. This is probably like my 5th time that I've had a piece of glass stuck in my foot. So at this point, it's kind of like normal, sadly, but this one like really hurt, like more than the other times. And then I noticed like I was bleeding like all over the place, and that never happened the other times. Like it when it stopped bleeding, it was actually kind of crazy. But eventually, like I just like soaked my foot, and I can't reach the bottom of my foot, especially my left leg. I can do it with my right one, but my left leg has like mobility issues, I guess you could say. It's not as flexible. And of course that was the foot that got the glass stuck in it. I didn't know it was glass at this point. I was just like, I don't know what happened. Because usually the other times I could kind of feel on the bottom there's like a little piece sticking out, so it's obvious something's stuck in your foot, but this time it was not like that. It was in deep. So luckily I had Monday off, but I spent the entire Monday just like in bed with a glass launched in my foot, like being in pain. Not only from that, but you guys know I had the wisdom teeth pain, and then I just have other chronic pain, so it's like a big old pain soup. And I was just like in bed, like mostly sleeping all day. Or on Monday, I finally was like, yeah, I should go to urgent care. I go to urgent care. And yeah, they're like, we can't give you stitches because it's like been like 8 hours or something. Maybe it was 24. I forgot what they said. But you're like, yeah, you're past the time frame that has stitches if you even if you do need them. And he was like, yeah, we might not be able to get it out, but it should rise to the surface naturally as her body rejects it. And I'm like, no, please. Like, do what you gotta do, get it out fucking now. And yeah, the dude like made a little incision, I guess, and got it out, and it was like pretty big size. I mean, it had to be like, I don't know, like this size. I don't know. Like maybe a half inch. No, that's big. Maybe like quarter inch. I don't know. It was a pretty decent sized piece of glass I had in there. And of course work texted me while I was at urgent care. It's like, do you want a shift? I was like, I'll take it. So I go to work. the pain was a lot better without the glass in there. Obviously, it still hurt, but it was manageable. I do my shift, go to sleep for work the next day, wake up. I am dizzy. Like, my head is like spinning. Honestly, it's a little triggering. I'm like, not the oral gel incident again. I'm like, I'm so sick of being dizzy. I go to work, I do my shift. I'm feeling dizzy the entire fucking shift. I go home and it's really bad. I feel like I'm having cold and hot flashes. I'm like, what the fuck just happened to me? So I start thinking, like, what could be it? I'm like, I did get a tetanus shot when I was at the urgent care, so I looked that up, and of course, lots of people are saying they had flu-like symptoms, like on their second or third day. So I'm like, oh, of course. So I wake up I wake up today and I feel even worse. Like, I am having like crazy hot and cold flashes. My head is like, I'm like, I could barely walk. So I had to call into work, which is annoying because I was trying to get extra hours. And yeah, of course. And I still feel a little loopy, but I think I'll be probably okay tomorrow, I hope. But yeah, this whole year's, man, can't make this shit up. Can't make it up. That's everything. I feel like I need my water flosser right now. Dude, I drink so much. Anyways, that was pretty good. Mozzarella fries. Again, it's given like elementary school. Honestly, do not recommend. It's kind of a gimmick. The Philly burger and the chicken wrap were really good. The like sauce and the peppers and onions, and you guys know I do not like onions that much. At least I'm pretty picky, but they didn't bother me. Tasted really good. Honestly, I was surprised by that. And I guess the half C's were cold. They almost forgot. They almost forgot my half C's. I had to go back for them. They're okay. Um, yeah, my tummy's probably gonna hurt because I really did not need to eat all of that. I didn't really eat anything today, but still, kind of a lot of food. I don't know how mukbangers do it, but yeah, I don't know if I'm cut out to be doing mukbang. Clean up, everybody do. Oh, tripod buddy. Hey, get back up. Don't call that. Okay. Like, comment, subscribe, strive for changes.